before we start, let's welcome the presence of the Most High and thank him for the far that he has brought us. With me today niko na jamaa very special. Najua maybe most of you hamjamuona, but at the end of this mtakuwa understand who he is. He's a man like Oscar, and ni wase ambao wanadai na a certain business yenye tutaenda ku understand in depth. Wanasemanga in depth. So Oscar, welcome so much. Ama ni Kiswahili, ama ni Kijaluo. Au tunaongea lugha gani yenye una understand?
Yeah, zote.
Yeah, I always love to begin na kuuliza. Hata French. Na German. Yeah. Nimesijui Chinese, tungeongea Chinese. Na Italian.
Ni hao ma.
Ni hao ni Chinese, ile si Italian.
Ndio, simesema ni vile ujui Chinese.
Oh, ni hao
ma.
Ni hao ni salamu.
Ni hao Yeah. Na CSE ni thank you. CSE.
Manze tunaweza kwa tunalika mizimu hapa. Na tujui. So in brief description, manze, Oscar ni nani and what do you involve yourself in come day to day activity?
Sasa nataka nijidescribe.
Si ndio usijidescribe.
Mimi tu kwani tena tofauti ni gani? Si ni Oscar. Ni Oscar Ayot for everyone who knows me. I'm just somebody random who works at it. Does everything in Nairobi. Okay, one thing for free. One thing for free is that when you leave home and you come to Nairobi, you do everything. Because everybody at home expects that whenever they need anything from Nairobi, they can call you to deliver it to them. So once you come to Nairobi, you do everything. You don't have a specification, you don't have a career. Because also, you might come to Nairobi with a degree on bachelor in science.
In science and technology.
Yeah, and maybe automotive. But you get employed as a waiter in one of the hotels in town. So when you are in Nairobi, you are open to doing anything.
So there is nothing specific Oscar does.
As long as
Oscar does everything.
No, as long as everybody sees you as Oscar and you make a living from it. The last one said, Nairobi there are two kinds of people. Wenye wamekuja kutafuta kazi na wenye wamekuja kutafuta pesa. Now you choose your lane.
So unatafuta nini?
Pesa.
Utafuti kazi? Wewe. Unatafuta pesa, utafuti kazi.
Yes.
Acha isinkin kwanza, isinkin pole. So kumekuwa hizo stories wase wa Airbnb na wewe uko in that line of business. Hizo cases zimekuwa zikihappen. I don't want to go deep into those cases, but zimewa affect in terms of your business operations ama nyimko?
No, okay, business iko na highs and lows. And kuna vitu zingine zikifanyika affect biashara. One of them is that. So as much as everything looks normal, we are still doing business, but things like for example whatever is happening now, it's affecting us greatly because it's killing. It's not any other thing. It's killing. And such news, they travel very fast. So people are like, okay, if it has happened to this kind of person, it means maybe my security is not guaranteed. Or again, once it happens to another apartment or maybe a place, you find the custodians of such places tighten their security. And once they tighten the security, and Airbnb, for how most people have put it, also in Kenya, it's a business of secrecy, and so much that it goes along with it. So you find most people, they use it as a den to wenye wanaiba wasichana mama bibi za watu.
Bibi za watu wanaenda kuliwa Airbnb.
Si ati wanajificha huko ndani. So
no, but wanaenda kufanya nini?
Tightened, it means now you have to reveal your identity for the safety of the person who is hosting in that apartment. And revealing your identity, it means scaring off potential clients. Because originally, Airbnb is not just a business where you rent apartment somewhere and say people come and sleep, but the original idea of the Airbnb is you have your own house, but there are rooms you are not using, so you can rent those rooms for visitors to come and stay. So the original idea is not that a whole apartment is built and it's rendered an Airbnb apartment.
So it's a residential.
It's a residential. Even in the platform, once you are listing, you are listing it as your house. So it is like you are listing. You are giving a space for visitors.
Jishikilie hapa before you.
So visitors who are coming to a different place, but don't prefer the hotels.
So
you are telling them, okay, I am Billy.
I'm
but
going
I
to
can
give
accommodate you
and give you a home
space,
feeling,
so that you give you get an home experience. So majorly, once you tighten the rules for your house, you find you are scaring off so many people. So the rules change, and then the insecurity part and the killings. So the business has gone down. But okay, we are not out of business. Everything goes as normal. But like any other business, maybe for example transport, you can find there's this circle that gets accidents every now and again. You will find the customers.
So people tend to
not
shy away from the
circle
circle
because of the accidents, for example. So it is just like a normal business. So it is Airbnb's time that is affected now. Tomorrow it will be another business. Airbnb will not die. It will still continue. And once everything has come out clear, everybody will come back to normal.
Because who was this? Was it Sonko or who? He went to the court. Oh, was it who? But he was trying to have them regulated. Like if you're having a client,
Jalang.
It was Jalang. Sorry, it was Jalang who went to the parliament. Alikuwa anataka zikuwe regulated. In that, if you're having gets over, you have to declare the information like 24 hours prior of them coming to your...
No, that is the most difficult thing to happen, because it's like you're telling an hotel, for example, you're telling an hotel that you can't allow walk-ins. So anybody who wants to book to go to an hotel,
they have to book
even if you're going to eat, not accommodation per se, you have to book prior. So it's like you're telling hotels never to accept walk-ins. It is something that can never happen. So it is just out there, paper talk. They will have to talk to get attention. They will have to talk to get media interviews and so on. But such kind of regulations, they can never happen. Because, okay, I've gone, even if you check my lease, I have rented the apartment as a residential. So how do you want to control me in my residential space?
So now, so if I have my house, do I need to look for an agent for them to help me rent out my house, or even me myself, I have a house I can get into this Airbnb business?
No, okay, you are not getting into the, don't put it, it is the original idea of Airbnb, it wasn't to be put as a business per se.
But people say it's a business. No, okay,
business is something that makes money. But the original idea...
It does make money, or does it?
The original idea, it wasn't like it's to be used as a business per se. But it was, you have your own apartment. Somebody's coming to Mombasa. They don't know anything. But now you tell them, okay, I have 3 rooms, but I only use 1. So come and use this one. Stay here. You get the homely experience. And you get to mingle with the locals, and like hotel where you are secluded, and you have services arranged. But here you can cook, or we can cook together. I can cook you different types at a very affordable rate. So you want to set up your own property, you can just look for an apartment, rent, furnish, and then now begin listing it as an Airbnb. Because aside from agents, the Airbnb itself, okay, we are using a name, the business name, we are using it, we are using somebody's brand. Because entirely it's furnished apartment or serviced apartment. But the Airbnb is somebody's brand, who said we can have furnished apartment. We have different furnished apartments, but let us create a platform or a system where we can have people list the apartments in there. Then we help them source for clients.
So Airbnb is
it's a marketing platform.
It's a platform.
Yeah, where the host connects to the client easily, and like you working with papers. I have a furnished apartment in Donom.
Or a client knocking each and every gate.
No,
Do you have
a furnished apartment? Now it's just like a broker connecting clients, and somebody just came up with it. They don't have Airbnb, don't have any house.
Mi sikuwa na understand what is Airbnb. So Airbnb ni kama ni Google ama YouTube. You simply go and find music there, or so Airbnb you simply go and find
an intermediary.
An intermediary.
A marketing platform.
So you guys pay them like the people with like kuna percentage.
Yeah, okay. Ni
kama okay, a good ni kama Bolt.
Yeah, ni kama Bolt.
So if I have a car, I register, and
if I want to get a car, I simply join the system.
Yeah.
Then key in my destination. Then the cars that are around will appear. I will choose which type of car I want. Then one driver will accept.
Sasa ndio nimejua what is Airbnb.
So huko you are a client, you want to go to Diani, you simply
log into the system,
log into the platform,
search Diani.
You want a studio or a 1-bedroom in Diani. Then a list will come. Then you choose your preference. Then the other host will accept. Then you pay.
Hivyo tu.
Then you wait for your day to come. There are instructions of the destination. You simply go to the destination. There are contact details of the host. You simply call the host to get more instructions on what you need. You get to the apartment. You stay. Your days are done. You come back home.
Now I get it. So like ni vitu gani nafanya kwa Airbnb, because now the name itself.
No, okay, it is only in Kenya.
Yeah? Where the name has been tarnished.
Yeah, we've made it like
a sexual hub,
like a prostitution den.
Yes.
But entirely the idea is mostly you'll find business guys because we are using somebody's brand.
Yeah.
And if I were that person, I would have sued Kenyans, because you are using my brand to tarnish the business. Because the Airbnb platform was meant for guests to book. They even vet you joining the platform. They vet you, and for all the platforms you go to, we as hosts, we write reviews. If you as a guest, you have like more bad reviews, so now you've handled people's apartment, they ban you from the platform.
Yeah.
We as a host, also guests write reviews to us. If maybe you have too much complaints, they ban you as a host. So the platform itself is
a two-way.
Yeah, but now in Kenya, the furnished apartment business, we've made it a prostitution den.
Juu kiniambia mtu unaenda Airbnb, alafu mama unaenda business atakuwa like hapa.
Yenye kila mtu akienda huko anajua tu ni anasa.
Definitely.
But there are so many reputable people
who do business in Airbnb.
Yeah.
So after the meeting you decide,
no,
you know what,
somebody is coming for a business in
town.
In town, maybe from South Africa.
Yeah.
They will book through at the platform. They'll stay in the apartment, they do their business and go.
Si mambo ya usharati.
No, usharati ni nyinyi ndio mmeenda mka criminalize the system, then you're using somebody's brand name.
Imagine unaambia Dave nimeenda meeting ya Airbnb, atakwambia
No, it happens because at one time, though they don't like we disclose, we have a 3-bedroom at Riverside. At one time I hosted an ambassador. I've voted 2 ambassadors. One for deputy ambassador for Canada, then the other one deputy ambassador for South Sudan. At one time, the deputy ambassador for Canada had a meeting with the likes of Churchill inside the apartment. So you want to tell me at that moment that it was prostitution going on?
It's just the name to excuse me, because nasemanga Airbnb ni kama hizo nyumba zinakuanga town zinaitwangwa aje, lodgings zimeenda group of schools.
No, okay.
Because hapo utapata iko na kiti labda.
No, it's our ladies who have I know I'm going to get on the wrong foot on this one, but
don't get me cancelled bwana.
Part of it, the Nigerians have made it a simple trend with our ladies to tarnish the business, because you'll find the Nigerians, they don't work. Majority of them, they can book your apartment for a whole month or even 2. They sleep. You only see them when they are going to pick food from the gate that they've ordered. But you'll never see them going to work or doing anything. They're simply in the apartment, and their sleeping pattern is very funny. They sleep up to noon. Then they are active the whole night. They begin sleeping again at 5 a.m. So, but you'll see them exchanging ladies now and again.
Are you guys competing with the hotels?
Okay.
When it comes to a business?
Post COVID, we took the hotel out of business. But in Kenya, the Airbnb business was not so much until COVID came in.
So what changed with COVID?
So when the hotels were closed and the human body still needed time to refresh.
Now I'm getting
that is when the Airbnb, almost everybody, even some hotels, turned from the normal room service to an apartment service. Now, because regardless of what tragedy or such kind of COVID-like thing can come in future, at least you still stay in business, because it is an apartment where you go in, you stay secluded, you cook, you do things inside there.
So if there's a curfew, you can adhere to that curfew.
Yeah, you can adhere to that curfew. If there's the normal people ratio, maybe distancing, and you can't host, you can't cook for public and such like things, you are not scared of it, because you simply buy your food like normal residential, then you go and cook inside the house once you're inside. So it is COVID that made the business boom in Kenya. But initially, nobody even paid attention to it.
I've heard a lot of myths when it comes to Airbnb, and one of the myths nilikuwa nasikia, like when you go to an Airbnb, kuna hidden cameras zinakuwa zimewekwa all over the place. So if you do something stupid and unapatanga, like a lot of people walikuwa nasema they end up seeing themselves in Pornhub and
hiyo ilikuwa kitambo. I think the last case we had was like 4 years ago, 5.
So
something like that.
It was happening.
Okay, when it began, for privacy, and you have your things inside the house, you don't trust whoever comes there, because, for example, throughout my 8 months, 8, 9, 10 in the field, I've hosted so many guests, but I can count a few that maybe I've met face to face, or maybe majority of them.
It's over phone calls, they book, they stay.
Sometimes we don't even talk with the guest. You only talk with the guest on money transaction and text. I want your 2-bedroom apartment.
Is it available?
Yes. You want it from when? From 10th to 20th.
Yes, it's
okay,
available.
how much? It is 1,000 per night. You calculate it is 10,000 because it's 10 days. Where do I pay? Pay here. They send money. You send them the checking details.
It's done. And when they check out, they send you the checkout details. It's done.
When the date for checkout comes, it is 10 a.m. You send your housekeeper, cleans the house, and
it's done like that. So you're confirming that your stuff will happen before, like what will connect hizo cameras, just to be sure that mtu atahama na vitu zao.
Yeah, but sasa, it used to happen. It's a case that it was even on news. That is where people came to know it, and people talked about it, and it was banned because some were now misusing it. Host used to put it for security purposes. You want to make sure so that, okay, for example, what happened in Roysambu. Had we have a CCTV inside the house, we would have known what transpired.
Yeah.
For example, what happened in South B for Starlet Wau. Had there been a CCTV inside the apartment, you would have known what transpired
from the beginning
to the end. So that is why hosts used to have CCTV cameras inside the apartment. But now some hosts were now being mischievous and now using the clips, because okay, some clients come for businesses,
Others come for pleasure.
Others come for pleasure. Now the pleasure client used to have a very rough time when you are 2 seconds and being aired somewhere else.
Your 2 seconds are being aired as a trailer.
Yeah, so that cost they are pro. And we did away with the CCTV. So nowadays there are CCTVs at the corridors.
Yeah, not inside the house itself.
Not inside the house itself.
So people are safe.
Yeah, once you get inside the house, unless you decide to do things outside at the corridors,
is when you'll be seen.
Yeah, we will see you and we will arrest you. But once you do it, the minute you close the door, you can do anything you want.
Uko na privacy yote yenye unataka.
You can do anything you want.
Aren't you guys scared that in cases, okay, wacha nisiulize in the form nilikuwa nataka kuuliza, but in cases of mtu ameharibu vitu kwa nyumba because it's a fully furnished house and iko na viti, iko na mali ya kupika, TV and stuff, in case of damages, how do you guys handle that? Is the client going to pay?
No, it's okay, it is common sense. Once you book somebody's premise, you need to take responsibility of whatever you find there. So it's common sense. Before you check out, we send the housekeeper. In case there's an issue, we send the muscle man on the ground. Yeah, it's common sense. You break something, you pay for it. Common sense.
So utakuja
unless we go to the apartment and find the guest did break something and they had long gone. Yeah, so you count your losses because each and every business has losses. But if you find the guest there, you have to take responsibility for that. No question asked.
So mtu anaweza check out kama mjui?
No, okay, me I'm at home. My boss is at home. My other colleagues are at home. You book the apartment now. You go check in. Maybe you're checking out tomorrow morning. We don't know what time of morning you will check out. Once you've made your payment, you do whatever you want to do with the apartment. You are entitled, you have the exclusive right for the apartment from the time you booked until tomorrow 10. So it is you to decide what time you want to check out. So you can even check out at 1. We won't stop you from checking out because you won't be there. As long as you found the key on the lockbox, you've returned it there. You made sure that everything that you found in the house is okay. If you broke something, that is why you ran away. No problem. We will go check. If there's a way we can reach you, we will try and reach you. If we can't get you anywhere, we count our losses, we look for new replacements and we move on. Yeah, because every business has got such. Yeah.
Hey man, I'm really trying to understand that picture. So so do you guys have like different rates when it comes to the houses that you're giving out? If it's in Kilimani?
No, it's normal. Yeah. For example, like an Italy, you go to town. I always advise my friends, for me, as at now, I can't eat past Moi Avenue.
Going down or up?
No, Moi Avenue going up, I can't try because, for example, fries, chips. Moi Avenue coming down is 150 and in large quantity. But Moi Avenue going up is 200 and but in low quantity.
Hakuna hata 150.
Ni 200 kupanda na ni quantity kidogo, and like Moi Avenue coming down ni 150 na ni quantity unakula mpaka hata unaacha zingine. So you can't charge the same for a studio, a 1 bedroom, a 2 bedroom and a 3 bedroom. 2, depending on the apartment. Apartments are different. They are low quality apartments and they are high end apartments.
Yeah.
Number 3, depending on the region. You can't charge South B same as Kilimani. You can't charge Kilimani same as Westlands. Totally different.
So it depends with the size of the house, the location of the house, the nature of the apartment. So all this count. So like what's the cheapest for somebody to...
No, okay, it depends with your budget. Further here, a studio goes for even...
And further iko na Airbnb squeeze?
There's a staff apartment at further. Further here, a studio goes for you can bargain to 1,000. 1,500, 2,000, depending on who you talk to.
That's a night.
You can get the host direct, or you can get an agent. All of them, the host will price as per the house house pricing. The agent must add their commission. So as the agent chain goes, the more commission it becomes. So you might find a studio that is 1,000 at Savo. You as the client, you have a chain of like 5 agents. So each agent eats 500. You end up paying
3,500 for a studio apartment.
1,000. Yeah, that is an example. So it depends with the location and your budget. So you have 2,500. You can't get something in Kiliman. You'll simply go to Roysambu or South B or even Dornum. You have 4,000. You can't get a studio for 4,000 in Westlands. So you have to go to either Kilelesha or Kilimani. You have 5,000. Comfortably, you get a studio in Westlands.
5,000.
Yeah,
that's a night. So, like, which business is easier squeezy? Like rentals is a kawaida. Me, I build my house, rent it out. Like a normal housing.
No, okay. Another thing, it happened. It's what happened in Roysambu. You want to do the Airbnb business. Don't just furnish your house anywhere and then say I want to rent this one out as an Airbnb, because the security system of each and every apartment is totally different. You go look for apartment, you get a bed sitter. Furnish it, then say I want to make this a studio, where the security officer is the caretaker, because he only has exclusive rights of staying in one of the bed sitters for free. Doesn't care whatever happens in the apartment.
Caretaker anapatiwa nyumba free.
You look for apartment that has better security. Have your colleagues who also have rented furnished apartments and are using it for Airbnb within the premises, and have got a clear security guideline. That if in case of anything happens, you know where to start from and how to go about it. Not that something happens, like that case. For example, you find the guy goes picks key from somewhere and goes and does other things from somewhere else, then returns the key from CG somewhere. Okay, there is no clear. But you get apartment where the system is outlined. The guy couldn't have gone outside with the head of the lady.
True. Oh, so like when somebody is checking out in a proper security houses like the ones that you deal with, mtu like soja lazima angalie vitu,
atajua jamaa wako alitoka saa kama hii na alitoka na hii kitu.
So it will be easier for you guys to know.
Again, you find the residues of blood. Before hata huyo jamaa angefika gate, angezuiliwa kutoka. Why? Because there are CCTVs in the hallways. So the minute something suspicious could have come out, wangepiga simu. Hata wewe mwenyewe mwenye nyumba, if let's assume, God forbid, ingekuwa apartment yetu, that day ningepigiwa simu nikiwa mahali niko. I would have been there before the guy checked out.